Hi chums, the little snowman is making for Chad. I got a couple of messages there in the last couple of weeks asking me whatever happened to the snowmen, have you got them finished? Well, they're finished now. The painting of them was far longer than the other part. So, quick run round, there's three wee simple snowmen there. Then we've got these guys with the hats on, and as you can see they've got no eyes because I don't know how to draw eyes. I can just about draw a nose and a mouth, and my daughter told me how to do that for a little cartoony type mouth. This guy here, I like this guy here, he's the most glagged looking of the whole lot, so I like him. And he was the one I wasn't going to use, but he turned out okay. And these boys have got hats and different coloured hats. And then we've got a little oriental snowman, and we've got the little builder snowman with the big cap on him and all. And then the fireman snowmen. Get the camera back where it's supposed to be. I'm still pointing the screen instead of pointing the lens. I went online, I thought that firemen's hats were red, but they're red over here and yellow now, and they're black in America mostly with gold or yellow on them, and sometimes they're really dark gold with black on them. So I just went for black and yellow because it was handy for me. And those are the two wee firemen, and then there's the biker. I was going to cut the helmet, but then it was going to take so long to do the helmet that I decided just to draw it in instead. And I was going to try and carve this out at the side here, but it was going to take ages and then no chance to get it done right. And as you can see, my artwork is not the best. Deep sea diver, I didn't know what to do with him, so I did a kind of a greeny coloured helmet, and then blue reflection for the eyes, and two wee dark dots for the eyes, or for the face mask. And the astronauts, I didn't know what to do with those, and then I decided, well, we'll do the classic sort of lunar reflection, and I did the grey at the bottom and black at the top with some wee stars supposedly. And I remembered not to put a moon reflection on that because that would be quite impossible. And the kids who get these might need some help from their mums or dads or somebody to explain what's going on. And then two little trees, just threw those together at the end out of bits that were left over. They're just spotted with paint basically, and painted green, or painted green and then spotted. And then I had a comment from one person who said, well, you've got all these different types of snowmen, but you don't have a Supreme Court judge snowman. So I decided we have to fix that, and here we go. Supreme Court judge snowman. And I think I've been watching too many black and white 1930s and 40s jury trials where the judge put on the black helmet. And then the same person also said, and where was the gastroenterologist snowman? Well, there's the gastroenterologist snowman there. But then I thought about the person who left that comment and the other smarty alecky remarks he has left on other videos, so I decided that a proctologist snowman would be much more appropriate for the person concerned. So there you go, there's your proctologist snowman, Mike, and your Supreme Court judge. Alright, if you want those, send me your address on an email, on a message, and I'll fire them down to you. They're crap, but if you want them, you can have them. Alright, so there's the wee snowmen, Chad, back to Chad now. Those are snowmen, they're going into a box now and into the post this afternoon, and I will send you a tracking number tomorrow or tonight when I get it. Alright, so, oh, something else to show you. Something else, that's the other thing. Bread. I'm trying to learn how to bake bread, and I did one, this is about my 5th loaf now, or 6th, and I did this one today. Where are we at? There we go. And it's right, but there's something wrong. It rose higher, almost a bit higher than that, and then I slashed it with a knife and it just collapsed again, and then started coming back up. I think I waited too long to slash it with the knife, because these slashes did not come out nearly as nice as the ones before. I think I should have slashed it earlier, but it's hollow and it's nice and soft too. So we'll see how it goes. One thing about this is I'm getting nice texture in the bread. It's I wonder if I should have cut that for you now. Oh boy, I'll do that. I'll cut it now. Wait a see. Oh, this is going to be good. This loaf is just out and it's really warm. Right. Okay, now, a big bread knife. Right, how am I going to do this? How am I going to hold this and cut this at the same time? Right, we'll do this. I'll set the camera. I'll set the camera there. I don't even know what the camera's taking a photograph of. Oh, it's taking a photograph of the bread. Right, and I'll just cut there. Remember, this is only out of the oven about 3 minutes. Oh, look at that there. Now, that's not too bad now, is it? Nice and soft texture, that's what I wanted. And steam coming out of it. And you know what's going to happen now? I'm going to have to eat a slice of this now. Oh dear. And it's all your fault, YouTube people, for making me cut this open. So look at that there. Isn't that lovely, what do you see? Nice and spongy. And warm. I'll just let this the steam come off it. You can actually see the steam coming off it. That's how fresh it is. That's not too bad. This one here, I used the recipe on the back of the bread packet, the flour packet, Allinson flour. I've been trying a couple of different recipes, and I've discovered that there's really, I don't think there's any such a thing as no knead dough. You have to knead your dough. I've decided, and kneading dough is not hard. I actually quite like it. I've only done it 2 or 3 times, but it's actually quite enjoyable. I enjoy doing it because when you're kneading dough, you've got nothing else to do. You just have to knead dough, and you can put your radio on or put a CD on and just enjoy the moment. You know, I think maybe there's part of me too that since I stopped working, I'm starting to enjoy the moment more, because I was so consumed with my work and trying to do the best I could, and I'd sort of let life pass me by almost, you know. But now I'm starting to enjoy things like just cutting a slice of bread or gardening competitions. That's another video coming up for you folks, something that I found out. So there we go, folks. I'll sign off here now and get me a bit of bread. When we were youngsters, we used to go fishing in the River Bann in Portadown, which is one of the best freshwater fishing rivers in Europe, and people come from all over Europe to fish in the stretch in the town. It's an amazing piece of water for freshwater fish. There's a phone, get that in a minute. And the bakers used to sell us bread on the way down to use for bait, and used to say, right lads, don't you be eating that fresh bread, it's bad for you. By the time we got down to the river 10 minutes later, there was none of it left. We'd it all eaten. But anyway, there you go folks. I go and answer the phone now. All the best now, bye bye.